What happens if you skip breakfast every day? Welcome back to Health Talk 366, where we explore daily health questions, science-backed insights, and habits that shape your body and mind. Today's topic is one you've probably heard debated for years: breakfast. Some call it the most important meal of the day. Others claim skipping it can help with weight loss and intermittent fasting. But what really happens if you skip breakfast every day? Is it harmless, helpful, or potentially harmful to your metabolism, hormones, energy levels, and long-term health? In this video, we're going deep into the science, myths, and facts behind breakfast. We'll look at how your body responds when you skip it regularly. Not just once, but as a pattern. From your brain to your gut to your blood sugar and beyond, skipping breakfast sets off a chain of reactions, some of which you may not expect. We'll also explore who may benefit from skipping breakfast and who absolutely shouldn't. So, grab your morning beverage of choice, or not, and let's talk about what really happens when you skip breakfast every day. Section 1. The metabolic impact of skipping breakfast. The morning metabolic window. Breakfast acts as a metabolic kickstarter. When you wake up, your body has already been fasting for 7 to 10 hours. Your blood sugar is low, your glycogen stores are depleted, and your metabolism is just starting to gear up for the day. A morning meal helps regulate blood glucose and improves insulin sensitivity, especially if it includes fiber, protein, and healthy fats. Skipping breakfast delays this metabolic activation. Your body stays in a prolonged fasting state, which increases cortisol levels and can cause a rise in blood sugar once you finally eat later in the day. A phenomenon known as postprandial hyperglycemia, blood sugar instability, and insulin resistance. Skipping breakfast consistently can lead to greater insulin resistance over time. Studies have shown that breakfast skippers tend to have higher fasting insulin and glucose levels. One study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that those who skipped breakfast had a 28% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes. How? The body becomes less efficient at processing carbohydrates. Skipping your first meal of the day can also increase your hunger hormones, particularly ghrelin, leading to larger and less regulated meals later in the day, often high in sugar or refined carbs. Weight gain, not loss. Many people skip breakfast to lose weight, but long-term studies suggest the opposite effect for some. Why? Increased hunger leads to overeating later in the day. Skipping breakfast has been linked to greater visceral fat accumulation, the dangerous fat around your organs. It may lower resting energy expenditure, REE, and slow metabolism slightly due to hormonal imbalances. That said, the impact varies by individual. Which brings us to the next section. Section 2. Hormonal and cognitive effects, cortisol, and the stress response. Skipping breakfast increases the body's stress hormone cortisol, especially in the morning. Cortisol naturally peaks around 7 to 8 a.m. to help wake you up. When you skip breakfast, cortisol stays elevated longer, which can worsen anxiety, irritability, and cravings. Chronically high cortisol also promotes fat storage, particularly in the abdominal area, and disrupts hormonal balance over time. Brain function and focus. Your brain needs glucose to function efficiently. Without a morning meal, cognitive function can decline, especially in tasks that require memory, attention, or reaction speed. Studies in children and adolescents show that breakfast consumption improves academic performance, alertness, and concentration. In adults, skipping breakfast may lead to brain fog, slower mental performance, and impaired decision-making. Hormonal disruption in women. For women, skipping breakfast can have unique effects on hormonal regulation. It may interfere with reproductive hormones, particularly in those with conditions like PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. Fasting too long can also disrupt estrogen, progesterone, and thyroid hormone levels, potentially affecting menstrual cycles, fertility, and metabolic function. Mood swings and mental health. Skipping breakfast has been linked to higher rates of depression and anxiety in some studies. Blood sugar fluctuations throughout the day, especially a sharp rise after a delayed first meal, may contribute to mood instability. Eating a stable, nutrient-rich breakfast can help regulate neurotransmitter production, including serotonin and dopamine, which are crucial for mood balance. Section 3. Digestive health and gut function, stomach acid, and gastric function. Your stomach begins producing acid in anticipation of food based on your circadian rhythm. When food doesn't arrive, this acid can irritate the stomach lining, especially in people prone to gastritis or acid reflux. Over time, chronic fasting in the morning may lead to symptoms like bloating, heartburn, and discomfort. Slower bowel. Movements. Food intake triggers the gastrocolic reflex, a signal that promotes bowel movement. Without breakfast, this reflex is delayed, and it may lead to constipation or irregular digestion. Gut microbiome rhythm. Your gut microbiome follows a daily rhythm, responding to when and what you eat. Skipping breakfast can disrupt this rhythm, potentially affecting digestion, immunity, and nutrient absorption. A regular morning meal helps feed beneficial gut bacteria, especially if it includes fiber-rich foods like oats, berries, and seeds. Section 4. Cardiovascular and long-term risks. Increased cardiovascular risk. Multiple observational studies have linked breakfast skipping with a higher risk of heart disease, stroke, and hypertension. The mechanism may involve increased inflammation, elevated LDL cholesterol, and higher post-meal blood sugar spikes. One large study published in Circulation found that men who skipped breakfast had a 27% higher risk of coronary heart disease. Blood pressure spikes. Eating breakfast helps stabilize blood pressure throughout the day. Without it, some individuals experience mid-morning or lunchtime spikes, which over time can contribute to vascular stress and damage. Inflammation and chronic. Disease-skipping meals disrupts circadian rhythms and increases inflammatory markers in the blood. Inflammation is a root cause of many chronic diseases, including diabetes, cancer, and neurodegenerative disorders. Section 5. Who might benefit from skipping breakfast? Intermittent fasting. Advocates. Some people thrive on intermittent fasting, e.g. 16-8, where breakfast is skipped and eating is limited to an 8-hour window. This can work well for men, especially overweight or insulin-resistant, individuals aiming for metabolic flexibility, those with busy lifestyles who don't feel hungry in the morning, adaptation versus stress. If skipping breakfast is part of a structured, intentional eating plan and doesn't cause fatigue, cravings, or brain fog, it may be perfectly fine for some people. Caution for specific groups. However, skipping breakfast is not recommended for children and teens due to growth and learning needs, pregnant or breastfeeding women, individuals with diabetes or blood sugar issues, those with high stress or adrenal dysfunction. Section 6. What a healthy breakfast should look like. If you do eat breakfast, quality matters more than quantity. A healthy morning meal should be high in protein, e.g. eggs, Greek yogurt, tofu, or protein shake, rich in fiber, e.g. oats, chia seeds, berries, moderate in healthy fats, e.g. nuts, avocado, low in sugar and refined carbs, avoid sugary. Cereals, white bread, pastries, these spike blood sugar quickly, leading to a crash a few hours later. They also don't support satiety, leading to mid-morning hunger and snacking. Do include whole food. Ingredients. A breakfast bowl with oats, protein, fruit, and seeds offers a balance of nutrients that support metabolism, energy, and gut health. Conclusion. And recap, skipping breakfast every now and then isn't dangerous for most people. But skipping it daily without understanding how it impacts your body may have unintended consequences. Key takeaways. Skipping breakfast increases cortisol, disrupts blood sugar, and can impair brain function. It may lead to weight gain, not loss in many individuals. It negatively affects gut rhythm, inflammation, and cardiovascular health. Some people benefit from intermittent fasting, but it's not for everyone. If you eat breakfast, make it count. Choose real, whole, balanced foods. So, is breakfast really the most important meal of the day? The answer is, it depends on your body, your lifestyle, and your goals. But ignoring how your body responds to skipping it is a mistake. Thanks for watching Health Talk 366. Be sure to subscribe for more daily insights that help you live better, eat smarter, and feel your best every day of the year.